Hello there. You're probably wondering what I'm doing kneeling on the floor with a power drill. Power drill. My hand. Light is very kind of fucks with the lighting. It's because, ladies and gentlemen, just seconds before clicking the go live button, my microphone decided to snap clean off of the stand. Why did it do this, you ask? Why the fuck indeed. But, not to be put out, and being a vivid owner of zip ties, we are here. Play the video. My name is Leon. Welcome to Red Grim Gaming, where we literally stop for nothing. We're getting to the point where I'm pretty sure a hurricane hitting this house dead on the head wouldn't stop me. Tipwee says it doesn't work. The microphone doesn't work, or the sound alert didn't work, because the sound alert is likely just unloaded, because that's what they do every other fucking time. The reason why the sound alert did not work, by the way, is because the sound was routed to the wrong place. So I apologize, because I just had to re-plug in the microphone and everything. So I apologize for that. Maybe? Here and
60% of the time, it works every time.
Every time indeed. So, what say we sit here and chat, ladies and gentlemen? There are things that I want to mess with, there are things that I want to fix. Tipwee says, I will recommend you to play A Plague Tale Innocence with Lily. It's a good game. Me and Lily did not like Plague Tale. Lily did enjoy, she downloaded it of her own volition and was playing it before we were streamers. And it just kind of bored her after a while. Because it was the same figure out how to get through the rats puzzle. So, apologies to the makers of Plague Tale Innocence. You're not a bad game. You're just not the game for us. But I will admit that I was very busy all day and all week, and the only things I could really do was get some stuff together for Croven and I, because I could set that up in the background. It would just download and set itself up. Sorry. So, really, we're still stuck with the same games we had to play last time, because getting our shit together is just not a thing these streamers do. Joey says there are ratnados later on. Yes. It did look ridiculous, very least, which I guess is some level of fun. It's Lily! And your random doggo summon, Winston. Hi, bud. Good boy. So, Lily, how are you doing today?
Super.
Yeah. I just had to zip tie our microphone back on. Because, the little... There's a little... It's sitting right here, actually. I know you guys won't really be able to see it because of camera quality. But it's this little black knobble here that just stripped clean entirely. Straight off the microphone. Now, it wouldn't be a super issue if this was a smartly built thing and it had holes going all the way through it. Not. Why would it have holes going all the way through it? It only needs screws to go through it. So basically, it's just held on by screws that are sitting here somewhere that are even fucking tinier that you guys won't even be able to see. And basically what I'm gonna have to do tomorrow is bore all the rest of the way through this, and then find some machine screws that fit all the way from top to bottom so that I can completely just rage anchor this thing back onto the microphone. Yeah. Now, I didn't get to do the things I wanted to do while Lily was in the shower, so we're going to kind of do them anyway. I wanted to do a little just chatting segment and tell you guys how it's going. Give you guys a big howdy do, because I don't have any. We're stuck with Dead Space. Which I enjoy the shit out of Dead Space. Or
okay.
I do have, like, I'm telling you, to really sink into the series, like, once upon a time, Dead Space 1 was like the cream of the crop. It was the shit. Clarence Hop once put it, the poopity pop. Tales from the Hood, damn it, watch more movies. But
Don't watch movies.
that is actually a very good movie. For those of you not familiar, Tales of the Hood was an anthology series.
You lost me there.
A horror anthology series where it was interconnected shorts made by Rusty Condiff name. But it was centered entirely around black community related horrors. So they were just like nightmare tales in the vein of like Creepshow or Goosebumps, but like for adults. Creepshow's really for adults, let's face it. George A. Romero doesn't exactly do kiddie stuff.
The boy is gonna lurk.
Yeah, he's playing A Plague Tale: Innocence, he was recommending to.
Is that the one that I started?
Yeah, with the rats.
Yeah, I got frustrated with it.
He's literally on a section where he's like, this part's really annoying, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, the biggest problem to me, what becomes the biggest frustration for that game, is the fact that it's kind of just the same puzzle 50 bazillion times.
Yeah, I kind of liked it at first when I started it, but it's a lot of aimlessly wandering around, and that drives me. So it is.
I mean, I don't.
I liked the premise of the game a lot, but it.
Here's the whole game of A Plague Tale: Innocence, having played pretty much all of it.
Tipui says it's because I keep dying to them.
Yeah, basically it's solve puzzle on how to put fire on rats so they clear the way so you can get through, because they're ravenous, super devouring gluttony rats. And you just kind of have to work out the puzzle to get through, to then have to kill someone with a sling over and over and fucking over again. The archer bit was probably as intense as the game kind of gets.
Tipui says later on it's.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Like, that's when you have to like pull out your sling, go all David v Goliath on him.
Is that the game where you fight like that knight?
That
fully
up, and you got to sit there and like pop off bits of his armor so you can get a kill. And it takes for fucking ever, because the game pretty much just goes, combat now, good luck, and just pushes you in with no control scheme.
yeah.
Well, I'm explaining for anyone who may be listening why it's why it's not a favorite choice. Definitely not up there in.
So
Tales from the Hood.
What?
Aw.
Not even like bubbles or whatnot. Literally, like, the soap came out of the thing and went bleh, like, right in my eyeball.
That's horrifying.
Hurts.
Sure.
And then I had to rinse my eyeball out with our swamp water.
We do not have swamp water.
It smells like dirt.
We have high magnesium. Yeah, but don't try to make us sound like we're splinters. Use our.
Yeah, but you still shouldn't drink.
Ooh.
It smells like dirt. And was brown.
And matter of what's in it. Realize we
No!
have all this garbage sitting here.
I'm not drinking the swamp water.
I'm not going to make you. It's not like stream's gonna cut out and I'm just gonna be holding her head in the sink going, drink it! Like, you do you, but no, we were reported by the Department of... But... Or the actual water company basically said, it is safe to drink. Be fine. Not even gonna hurt you. We'll do nothing.
These are the people that put fluoride in our water.
Yeah,
which is a toxic chemical.
It is, but you know what happens if they don't put fluoride in your water?
Nothing. Like all of Europe, where it's not allowed.
It is in Europe. Fluoride's in the drinking water everywhere. Don't know where you...
It is not.
Because fluoride in your drinking water... Proven says we got Lake Erie water, and it's arguably worse. I mean, it's all in the name, really. Nothing eerie really be like what you put in your body. But fluoride in your water actually assists with a lot of your gum health, despite...
Brush your teeth!
It actually just helps. It helps with your overall dental hygiene, surprisingly enough.
A reason why, when you brush your teeth, they tell you to spit it out.
Mama Croc is here! Welcome to the stream, saying, I would argue Lake Michigan water is worse than Erie water.
Probably.
Of course it's worse. They have Detroit. And if Cleveland can stand on one pedestal ever, we're not Detroit. The one thing I was going to do, which I guess I can kind of pop up and like let everybody kind of... we pop over to the zero screen. Yeah, that one. Ah, display capture. Oh my god, you can now see my stream manager in the infinite cosmos of stream management. Ah! And now I'll put our pretty faces up there just for liking. We have not updated our stupid... I don't even remember how to do it. It's long. Schedule. We haven't moved our schedule since I finished Subnautica and we finished Heavy Rain. This has not moved, and I am an idiot. I used to be so good about keeping up with this fucking thing. For example, our Lonely stream is correct, but right now we are playing Stake of Decay. Juggernaut edition. Reason doesn't picture. So I just wanted to update this while everyone's sitting here watching, as if it isn't just beating you over the head with reminders of what time you can find us here. An insight into what we are here for. So on the Discord, I have been but I've started asking the chat general questions, because one of the fun features Discord has come up with is a like subcategory for each of the chats. So while you're chatting in general, if you start a conversation, you can like throw it into its own...
Get on with it. Yeah,
Shut up!
Get on with it!
Fuck off, Proven!
The voice says, and 3 remain.
Get on with it!
I do really like it. I mean, I guess we're playing Dead. Is it what we got? I just wanted to take a second. It's plus 3. I have fat ass fingers that hit numbers. Saturday, I'm gonna just. And this is also going to be State of Decay for the foreseeable future. Not for the super foreseeable. Robin and I are tentative still, so that might still be there. Whoa.
Mama Croc says, gotta love a Monty Python.
I love that sound alert so much. I did discover a couple sound alerts I want to add, given that sound alerts might, as long as they're working. Sound alerts dashboard. But, brain with words. I just have a couple sound alerts that we're going to be dropping down the pipe soon. I want to come up with some, squeeze them out of some new places. And, just wanted this to be done, because it's a thing I haven't done. So I'm going to leave that as just chatting.
Tiboy says, what will you be playing?
On Sunday, with Lord Croven, we are going to be playing either State of Decay, or we will be playing No Man's Sky. We haven't quite decided on which. I will say that Croven booted up No Man's Sky and made jokes about it being boring right now. That's because they put up a bunch of updates, and now there's just so much to do that it's turning into that kind of Minecraft feel.
Ooh!
And it's cool, because now you're at the point where you can, like, I don't know, build space colonies and stuff, and, like, manage, like, the trade routes and stuff like that of your spaceport. Which is neat, if that's actually a thing. I haven't looked. But you start getting so much to do that you, like, look at it and go, I don't want to do any of this. Game, tell me where to point the pews. The pews.
Well, I would like to do something.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna give this a general title. The Lord.
Tiboy says, and what will you be playing it on?
Well, I will be playing on PC, since it doesn't matter, both games are cross-platform. At least as far as Xbox is concerned. So if you're playing the Microsoft edition of the games, you'll be able to... Croven and I will just be able to play it no matter what. So I'm going to kill the display capture now, because that's done. It's the thing that I fucking badly wanted done. Thank you for indulging me, since my microphone broke and I was literally this close to, like, wrapping the microphone up onto the cord and just using it as a fucking swinging flail to decimate everything in this room until I got it. Which would have been an awfully, awfully long time.
Then I will beat you till I get tired.
I mean, if you come out here while I'm swinging it like a mace, you're just joining the pile.
I can throw.
Good. You could make this a whole party then. But we're officially on. We're live. We're gonna play the games. Woo! On to Dead Space. Because that's... I mean, I could play Minecraft. If you'd rather. Just to have, like, a more simple day, since I've got, like, tools sitting in the front of the living room here. Roman says, are you? Maybe. Maybe I'll just keep teasing you. Over.
Get on with it!
Well, I was just giving you options, but you kinda aren't answering me.
Well, you were still talking!
And? Bickering with me. Dead Space or Minecraft? One thing I'd love to be able to rig up for us to goof around in is, like, The Sims. I'd like us to be able to do something more casual between the two of us. That's why I labeled this a just chatting stream. And why I decided to do some little stuff first. The interesting question, by the way, I posed to Discord, if you're trying to answer, is what's a band that you think pretty much only you? I have two answers for this question.
Out of people I know, or like in general, like it's very obscure.
Bands that you listen to that you're pretty sure not another fucking soul you know listens. Because obviously somebody somebody in the world listens to it with you somewhere, but nobody you know gives a shit. Inomine? That's a very obscure. My two choices, which I'll list in order of lack of obscurity. One is Orgy. I don't know anybody else who listens to Orgy, and that's the one I put on Discord. But if somebody were to challenge me, my other one is Kitty, which is a all-female metal band.
I was gonna say that's other one is
Virus Free. Oomph. Oh, tons of people.
I know
quite a few people who listen. It's a very rave popular. We know a few people who are way into raves, like Logan Speed. Friends of ours.
Friends of mine. Not that I dislike them or anything, but
it is possible, by the way, that if we boot up the Minecraft PC edition, that I could rig you to the controller and rig. Because I could mouse and keyboard Minecraft. We only have one controller that's Bluetooth. Your controller, the copper one, does not have a Bluetooth connection. Granted, maybe we could just play it on the Xbox.
I wouldn't, but okay.
The PC edition is version of it. Board right now.
I have always played the Xbox edition, so the couple of times that we've played the CD version, my head was gonna explode because like everything.
That is the
no.
Because it's they rigged it up to work across the platform. Like you can play with PlayStation 4 people. Everyone can just play Minecraft together now, but it meant consolidating them into one version.
What if I play offline and don't ever update it?
Well, there is a no longer supported like Minecraft Xbox One edition.
Mama Croc says, all I can think of...
Ikeru. No one I know still listens. They were popular a while back because of Kingdom Hearts. Well, I will let you know. I still listen to Hikaru. Have to try just a little harder to be obscure.
Tattoo.
I listen to Kroven says, my artist is Urume. Kroven says he also likely Hikaru, but he also might.
Nobody listens to Nomine.
Nobody listens to it. You're on your own. Because at least as far as Discord's concerned, like my brain was like, well, these are a bunch of young Rammstein. But it sparked a fun conversation, at least with the few people I brought it up with. What's a band you listen to that no one you fucking know?
Mama Crack says there's some small up and coming.
I guess, but it's really more something that you kind of are surprised you don't know anybody who listens to. Like Orgy, it's surprising to me because we grew up in the 90s and they were like that grunge mix between like Marilyn Manson and
I don't even know who it
is. Blue Monday. How does it feel to treat me like you do? Yeah, that song. So there's a few people who know that song and go, oh, okay, I know who that is. I'm like, cool, name one other song. They immediately go, I don't know. Tippy says probably Powerwolf, but none of my friends might listen to them. Well, I'll let you know, but I'll tell you, Tippy, I listen to Powerwolf. Robin says, are Area 21 for a real answer? Yeah, I've been one, but I will tell you, Tipwee, that Croven and I are huge fans of Miracle of Sound. We keep quoting their Dark Souls song all the time. Your journey, it began because you died. Out of your cell you ran and then you died.
Croven says, that we are.
That we are indeed. Winston got really excited. Winston likes Miracle of Sound. See, Tipway, you're far from alone on that one. I started singing that and he was like, oh. Tipway says they have a Dark Souls song? Oh, they have 3 Dark Souls songs. They wrote one for every game. They might even have more than that written for specific bosses and characters. I'm finding the power of just chatting streams is actually interesting if you take the time to come up with something to talk about before you start. Rowan says he has several more now. I believe it. My favorite was You Died. Because it was just great. The second verse when it's just like, humanity restored and then you died. A graveyard to explore. Ha ha! Denied! It just shows somebody getting smashed by the skellies.
Boy says, how did that not show up on my Spotify metal mix?
Typically, you have no idea how happy I am to hear that you have a Spotify metal mix.
Croven says, it's like 5 or 6.
Alright. I dig the shit out of Miracle of Sound. It was one of the things that bummed me out about like all the copyright claim stuff. Because when I was playing Subnautica Below Zero, one of the coolest fucking things they came up with is a jukebox that you can build in game, and the jukebox is loaded with YouTuber fan music. Like if you find discs around the place, and Miracle of Sound has a kind of more of a campy poppy song, but god damn, I loved their song for that, and I wish I wouldn't get DMC'd for like playing it on stream because I really wanted to hang out with the chat. Tipwee drops his Spotify playlist. I love it. I don't use Spotify, but I will definitely open it and like throw it over on something. How do I do this without? I'm gonna.
And Mama Crack says,
There we go.
I think Lily might like.
Peace. My other obscure one will only draw Croven, and that's Savlonic. Which I always bring up, and everybody goes, who? And I'm like, well, you see, they're the people who made the Badger song from your childhood. He says, I didn't make it, it was Spotify. Well, I mean, it's the playlist you listen to. So, I'm probably going to have fun goofing around listening to that. Croven says, hell yeah! Now, that said, Savlonic is the band that made songs like The Badger Song and Electro Gypsy, which were just dumb comedy songs they put to Flash music. But nowadays, they have just gone full mature and write real awesome badass music that is just great to listen to. If you want a recommendation, I would say, if you're into kind of more techno music, the song Broken is probably my favorite. Broken by Savlonic. It's a really good. And it's mature and real energy. I think my favorite of their newer music is the song Wires. Grinder is also very good, Savlonic. They just rolled out with like 4 albums of just solid hits. They're all good, and they all have enough differentiation. And it would just be kind of fun, it'd be fun to spread that around. Just to watch good old Mr. Weeble from what used to be just Flash animation garbage become an actual musical icon because he decided to take it seriously for 5 minutes. He actually had talent. And I love this question because I just want one more person to go, dude, I still listen to Orgy, so I can cry really softly and
Tipway is explaining Rammstein.
He says, I don't know German, but this but this band make good music, which I don't understand. The band name is Rammstein. Well, Tipwee, I'm going to spoil for you right now. A lot of Rammstein is aggressively sexually charged.
It is quite inappropriate music.
It is very inappropriate music. I am still a giant fan of Rammstein for what has to be nothing shy of my just absolute love for the lead man, Till Lindemann, the singer of the band, who basically went, well, I want big fire go boom on stage. So he just ran out and just buried himself in pyrotechnic just jargon and books and textbooks, and got his own license for his pyrotechnic shows. Tipway, if you really love their music, look for them performing live in your area. It is the single greatest concert on earth. It is the flashiest, the showiest. He hits every note, sounds just like it's off the album. Except for the parts where they have to, like, take 6 minutes to do the intro so that he can walk on stage with a, like, 180-pound, like, metal angel wings to, like, blast flames everywhere. Look up their concerts, Tipwee. It's wild.
It says, but I'm in a town in England. I'm pretty sure they go there.
They go to England. They are a world phenomenon band.
Croven says, that Chaos Mode song is pretty good.
Nice. I will definitely have to look that up. If you guys are in the Discord, feel free to, like, join the little subtopic there and just drop whatever songs, bands, and whatever you want, because I will totally dig through them and listen. Tipwee says, and Hammerfall is a good band. You finally got me, Tipwee. I don't know Hammerfall. Although, to be fair, I'm like twice your age, and I've had a long time to experience music. Like, Rammstein, I grew up with people twice my age loving Rammstein. They're a world phenomenon. They sell out the huge stadiums when they come around, which is weird because they feel obscure.
I don't remember. I think they became...
I think they formed a lot old. I think that's their first, like, album release, maybe? Like, their first official album release, because it took them a while to actually get a label to put that music.
Croven says, Hammerfall is a great...
Nice. This is a great discussion. Think of bands you think are obscure. My other obscure band I could name, just for the fun of it, is Brad Sucks.
Tipway says, you probably should know this band. It's called Initial D.
Initial D. Or as we call it here in America, Just the Tip. I couldn't resist.
Mama Crack says, I've just been listening to musicals lately.
Oh, nice. I get Sweeney Todd stuck in my head from time. It happens.
Opening.
Yeah.
Big Black.
Yeah. There's a hole in the world. Now my brain's trying to mix it humorously with a bump on the log and a
There's a
hole
hole
in
in
the
the
sea.
world that...
Rolled in a deep pit. I don't remember it now.
that
I
is
can't get
full
it in
of
my...
people that are...
Yeah. And he gets through this whole thing, and it's a town called London. I love it.
Mama Crack says, Sweeney Todd, Six, The Heathers, Beetlejuice, etc.
Beetlejuice. $5 if you can name the actual guy who wrote a lot of the Beetlejuice music without Googling it. And saying it, and then say it out loud without laughing. Croven says, Sabaton! Sabaton is amazing. They're big, doomy, heavy metal. With, like, this booming, great vocalist who does not ever roar or anything. It's all just power singing. And it's just all war-themed.
Power singing
About...
or talk change?
No. I'm trying to think of a voice. Take Ivan Moody and from Five Finger Death Punch, friend, and then stretch his voice into, like, operatic tones. And you get
Mama
Sabaton.
Track says, there's a hole in the ground like a great black pit, and it's filled with people who are filled with shit, and the venom of the world vermin of the world inhabit it.
Nice. Tibby says Civil War, Windy Rose, Brothers of Metal are all good bands also. True. Then the winged hussars arrive! Yes. Sabaton. Tibby says Sabaton made a Kingdom Come Deliverance song. They did. I felt so bad for them. I hope they were paid well to make that promotional material. It was probably the best thing about Kingdom Come Deliverance. Was the Sabaton song. Well, I literally have like a little collection of... I really need to dig through it because Tibby says it's a good game. I'm not going to argue your preference of game. I will say it is the single buggiest mess I've ever played. And I played Cyberpunk on Xbox One. Not on PS4, thankfully. Thank fuck. It might take the cake then, but...
Proven says they just made a World of Tanks song.
I love Sabaton's, like, attitude. Like, there is a band that I can think of that kind of matches Sabaton's vocal range, and I'm trying to, like, spit it at you, because I know they know it, and I can't not click. Another way I could describe them is, like, take Camelot, but with a much deeper, like a bass version of Camelot. That's Sabaton. Powerwolf is a good one, but I don't think Lily knows Power. Sorry.
A lot of things. Or a lot of songs. Or a lot of band names.
That's true. It gets a little... I gotta pet you on the head. We're in the car. Who's this? Like three... And like, the very next song is the same band, and I'm like, who's this? And you're like, I don't fucking know. And I'm like, it's still the Rolling Stone.
Stop playing 20 questions with me while we're in the car and quizzing me about who is this band?
That's just a fun game to play. It's not like I'm being mean.
No, it's not. No,
like
because the answer is I don't know. I can almost guarantee it.
I mean, I'll tell you 60% of the time when I ask her. The Rolling Stones.
The boy says Powerwolf have a song titled Resurrection.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Resurrection by Erection. I mean, I can't imagine there is a case. 60% of the
time, it works every time.
And sometimes it does it twice. I can't imagine there is any case of being resurrected where you do not have some form of erection. I'm gonna throw that out there.
I don't think...
No offense to all the women in here who wouldn't understand, but men have the problem that is commonly known as morning wood. And I just think that's
is where
like...
this has gone.
I think that multiplies by like 1,000 if you just think about like people like Lazarus. Like... we've devolved. Croven's already laughing, dropping emotes for it. The things in the Bible they don't talk about on the third day where he rose. Rose more than one way. My maturity has hit the floor. Tip, we dropping some cheese! Love it. I gotta admit, I'm just... part of me is just not super motivated to try to boot up a game and have that not work now, because this is going okay.
I'm not doing this for 2 more hours.
I wasn't gonna make you. We're definitely going to a game. It's what we do. We are a game... Excuse me. We are a gamer stream. So it's just a matter of what game you want to touch on. I will admit I have a couple extra options here, little indie things that kind of picked my attention. So I just downloaded them side, found in them. We have Starmancer, that I don't even remember quite what it's about, but it looked really good. Typically once wanted us to play Void Bastards. I personally enjoy where a prisoner who gets forced to get conscripted by your prison ship to venture out into the void of space, save the prison ship from being destroyed. You could. You can get the people. You could just fuck off and get the guy killed, and then you're just reloaded as a new guy with different quirks and abilities. And you have to kind of start all over. Not 100% all over, like the progress made by the previous guy like doesn't reset. It's a humorous little like indie British mess. I also have Wasteland 3 downloaded for some reason. Oh, Croven and I were going to look at that as another possible co-op game, although the co-op looked kind of dumb. Opening my Steam library to see what's actually downloaded here. I look at Pwartol. I kind of reset how the controller scheme connects. That we could do in 2 hours. And even if we didn't finish it, you and I have both beaten Pwartol, and everyone on this stream knows how Pwartol ends, and on to Pwartol 2. One that you haven't played and can even be co-opted.
Are you sure I haven't?
I don't know. I know you can play it together. Do you remember? Where you're both like robots of that round ball, and one's like a big long pill. You have to work together to solve co-op puzzles.
I mean, I don't remember the robot thing. Co-oping.
Alright. Well, that would be the only way. The only co-op Pwartol there. So, I'll kind of leave it to the chat while we're still in just chatting mode. There's a couple options on the table.
Yeah, Mama Crack says Pwartol 2 is co-op. Sadly, Pwartol 1 does not. Robots are like the red and yellow M&M.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe them. They kind of have different personalities, at least expressively. They don't talk. So we have those options. We could goof around in Starmancer, which is some indie game thing where you kind of, if I remember right, it's sort of like a space community management. Kind of have to build up and protect everybody. Groven says Pwartol 2. I don't have Pwartol 2 installed, Croven. I appreciate your enthusiasm. The options were clearly spoken. Yeah. So we have Starmancer, we have Wasteland 3, which I would play Wasteland 3.
Well,
as you get attacked by Atlas.
He's so awkward.
This is a fun, nice, calm stream. I'm enjoying the energy of this stream thus far. Because there's no technical difficulties to just chatting into the microphone when the microphone is zip tied to the fucking pole. Void Bastards, I'll just kind of throw in there.
Coleman says, I'm listening.
Fine, be that way. There is a new free game on the Epic Store, which I won't download till stream's over.
No.
Just burp in your face?
Yes.
Do it again. His tail just wagging incredibly hard, like, whatever you say, sir. I don't know what you said, but I love it. But yeah, Tipley informed me earlier that you can, that we can download Neo, Croven, on the Epic Game Store. There's also another game called Sheltered, but I bet that's more of like a knockoff multiplayer experience.
Boy says I was getting attacked by albino rats.
Fun.
And Mama Croc says
England sounds lovely.
I'm just watching my.
Nice.
I just apparently am the dog now.
I am. Look at me. I am the Atlas now.
This is me now.
Both good references.
Kid Voice is in a game.
Oh, okay, that makes more.
So itchy?
I don't know. Mama Croc says Atlas felt left out. Mwah. He's just Lily's eyes peering over his shovel head. His spade face. Blap. Bit of blap. On the face.
Kid Voice says, what are the options?
One more time, damn it. The options are Indie Game Starmancer, Wasteland 3, Pwartol, the original Pwartol, which I don't think we'll have time to finish now, but Void Bastards, Minecraft, and I was looking to see, but that's kind of all I have downloaded. I do have more games downloaded on the Xbox, but I don't have the Xbox booted up to know what they are. Tippy says Pwartol, and Croven tops that with Pwartol Speedrun. Oh boy. Well, we can see if Pwartol will even boot up. So here's... I'm launching it now. You guys can't see that, I understand. To be able to hear the game. Mama Croc says Sassy Robot. I'm assuming that's a vote for Pwartol. I don't think we'll quite nail a speed run, and I don't know how that includes Lily necessarily, since you kind of have to have the game semi-memorized to do speed runs.
It has been very long.
Me too, but I actually think I could do a significant amount of it. I just need to force the game capture. Sorry for the pitch black screen.
Mama Croc says Pwartol or Wasteland.
Well, it seems the crowd is pretty set on Pwartol. So Pwartol it is. So my issue with Pwartol that we had was I couldn't rig it gamepad. It had conflicting controls, so you'd hit A and it would shoot a portal and jump at the same time. Don't exactly know what it did to do that exactly. I know I just added exactly twice in that. I know, you couldn't tell, I'm that good. But we'll take a look and see if it holds up to snuff. Lovely. Okay, at least it looks like it's only using a singular config now. Oh, there's also the bonus maps. I never played them. Wasteland is a pretty cool game, only if you're into that kind of thing. It's a top-down, command your squad kind of game. My next thing is to drop the audio volume down to half for the game, so that you guys can hear us much more. Drop them subtitles in there. And, that's probably... the last thing I need... Video quality to match what the shit we're playing on. Wait, I remember that being a bad idea. It needs to be in 1080p. Because everything gets really dingy. Dingy screen! It's so little I can't even see what I just picked. Oh, I actually was pretty close. At least a square off screen. 1080p, there we go. Now the menus will be bare side.
I wish we had ice cream.
How would you say such?
Because I wanted you to suffer with.
I mean, we do own a thing. DoorDash. On our devices.
I don't have any.
all my money cash, not door. Sad faces all around, but if anyone wants to DoorDash us ice cream, no, I'm kidding.
We wouldn't object.
We would not object. And it would be a very funny surprise. So I've never played the PC version of Pwartol. I'm actually going to drop this to 720.
So the only two on there.
The rest of you would have to randomly guess and just start sending ice cream to strange houses in Io and hope you at least got close. Okay.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, don't send it to Cincinnati. We'll give you the hint that we're in the greater Cleveland area. There we go. Alright, so we're booting up Pwartol, and we're gonna kind of try a speed run. If either of my mods would like to change all of the stream info to match that. Okay, I broke a thing already. Fuck you! How do I get her attention?
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment
I love
Center.
Gladys's
We hope
voice so
your brief
much.
detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper.
Didn't give you
Before
my
we
specimen.
Start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all enrichment center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from... The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
Robin says we that?
We can do what? I kind of want to take the radio through the whole game. Push button. LB block. Go! Dang it. This isn't much of a speed run. I can't even drop the
Excellent.
block flat on a
Please
box.
proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test.
I said that entirely
As
backwards, but I'm leaving
note
it.
the incandescent particle field across the exit. This aperture
Oh, dip.
sign...
Pause. Pause. Provin says modify the stream description. You absolutely can. I don't.
I thought he meant ice cream.
Me too. I was so stoked for a second. Motion blur dis fucking abled. But VSync, on the other hand, I actually need you because my computer runs too. Everything gets very wavy wobbly very quickly.
Wibbly wobbly.
Yep.
Any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the Aperture Science weighted storage cube.
At the top of the screen, Crovin, there should be a little gear thing. I don't actually know how to do it. I remember, I think Tipwee modified it for me once.
I mean, I don't see.
Please place the weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science heavy duty super colliding super
Oh, that's
button.
not what I wanted.
Modify, to change the stream title and stuff. No! Oh, good. It gave me the box anyway.
The boy says I'm not an editor.
Perfect. Please move quickly to the chamber lock.
Didn't
as
know
the
those were
effects
different
of prolonged
titles.
exposure to the button are not part of this test.
I mean, I can, while this is loading, try to quickly do. Doot. Doot.
Yeah, I can't even.
Doot. Speed run!
You're doing very well.
Yeah.
Please be advised
I
that
am
a noticeable
very well.
taste of blood is not part of any test protocol, but is an unintended side effect of the Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill, which may, in semi-rare cases, emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth.
It might just erase your teeth. Is that why Chell doesn't talk? Oh. Give me portals!
You are now in possession of the Aperture Science handheld portal device. With it, you can create your own portals. These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially.
I've played this game way too many times. I'm just sitting here miming away at the dialogue. More! Speedrun! Kinda. With Lily.
Please proceed to the chamber lock. Mind the gap. Well done. Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested.
Pwartol 1, which has 26 viewers. Update that stream. Cool, I got it. Now it says speedrun! Kinda. I didn't change the go live notification though, because they're amused.
You're doing quite well.
Oh, I did. Gimme.
Once again, excellent work. As part of a required
I'm missing my
test
speedrun
protocol,
shots.
We will not monitor the next test chamber. You will be entirely on your own. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tipwee. Maybe we'll make you an editor. I don't know. Sounds like a lot of responsibility, but I also don't mind the idea because you're not a troll. And if you do troll me, you'll do it in a respectful and funny way. It's a stream where Leon never remembers to change the camera or something like that.
Hey.
Boop. 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 Bootin'. Oh, dip. I forgot. No, there's just a... Well, I'm remembering the way... There's like a challenge mode where you like use fewer portals. And if you... There's a way to get like up there, shoot a portal through the door, and go back through the door.
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication. Good job. As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2...
There is also probably a bonus mode where it does actually track the speed run, but or like it actually puts a clock on screen. Getting a text. Memes from our other friend. Now,
While safety is one of many Enrichment Center goals, the Aperture Science High Energy... Unbelievable. You...
Subject name here.
must be the pride of...
Subject hometown here.
crouch jumps.
Ah!
Ah. But a buddy of mine just sent me a meme that says, I just found out today that cockfighting is between two chickens. It's 2 years of training I'll never get back. Welcome to the Wiener stream, where we make wiener jokes. Talk about
Warning devices
wieners.
are required on all mobile equipment. However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been found to
Dang it.
agitate the high-energy pellet and have therefore been disabled for your safety. Good. Now use the Aperture Science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber
Unstationary.
lock.
I did it! How's everybody enjoying the speed run? It's not much of a speed run, I apologize. And I bet...
But we're trying!
We're doing our best, damn it. We're only live until, for the next hour and 45 minutes, so... I'm hoping we can finish the game in that time.
Please note that we have added a consequence for failure. Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck.
Yeah, this is not a good speed. Through. Boink. Through. Zap. Ah, I wasn't. Dang it. I like remembered how to do this too. You like just back through the portal you just walked through twice. You do it just quick enough. Infinite Me's! There are challenge modes where you use least amount of portals, there's least amount of steps. Do them without jumping. Where they like cut out all the puzzles that you can't possibly succeed without doing them. You just play through the game with challenges.
Merely a device to enhance your testing experience.
Does everyone feel like their testing experience has been enhanced? Oh!
The Enrichment Center regrets to inform you that this next test is impossible. Make no attempt to solve it.
Oh, I should bring it. There was also a really good mod of Pwartol
Fantastic. You remain
where they
resolute
added
and
a
resourceful
time
in an
mechanic.
atmosphere of extreme pessimism.
I want that as a sound alert too. For doing well in a year of extreme pessimism.
That is a good one.
We need a cave jump.
Hello again. To reiterate, previous one. Momentum. Spectacular. You appear to understand how a portal affects forward momentum, or to be more precise, how it does not.
The fastest Pwartol speed run is 8 minutes 31.93 seconds.
That is
Broken.
some cheesed bullshit. I'll tell you that right now.
Momentum, a function of mass and velocity, is conserved between portals. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out.
Give me the thing. I'm trying to speed run, Gladys. Speed run. 38 minutes. Like, what's the fastest no glitch run? Is a good question. Like, what's the fastest the game can be completed within its mechanics? Because one of the things that you run into with speedrunners is they find a way to, like, glitch out the game and skip
The
levels.
Enrichment Center promises to always provide a safe testing environment. In dangerous testing environments, the Enrichment Center promises to always provide useful advice. For instance, the floor here will kill you. Try to avoid it.
Next one. Push button. Ah, don't get hit by the thingy. Thingy. Fuck. Ah! I forgot it was going to release a new one. Dang it! well, it's not a no death run, that's for sure. Now the portals are all out of whack. Got it. Worst speed run ever. Proven says 16 minutes without any major glitches. Shit. Curious to know what the minor glitches are. Double up the portals. Double the portals. Double the freshness.
The device has been modified so that it can now manufacture 2 linked portals at once. As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact. The device is now more valuable than the organs and combined incomes of everyone in.
Subject Pwartol.
Unacceptable!
Thanks. Appreciate it.
I mean, if it would, like...
I mean, as long as I don't, like, see it before it plays, I think most... Crouch jump! Okay, so now we have the fully operational portal gun. Throwing myself my own little fireworks.
Having a rave in there.
Yep. Do it to own.
Get Rusty there, fling yourself. Fling into space.
Love that one. Hey. Dang it. Bonk. Thanks, button. You get me. Bonk.
We...
It's so fucking cute. Can't take it. Amazing. I still remember all the words to the ending song.
Now that you are in control of both portals, this next test could take a very, very long time. If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out. An intubation associate will be dispatched to revive you with peptic salve and adrenaline.
Gimme! And one of these. Oh wait. That's how you cheat the thing and don't use a whole box you needed.
As part of a previously mentioned required test protocol, we can no longer lie to you. When the testing is over, you will be missed.
You will be baked. There will be cake. Another great sound alert from this. We assume the party escort submission position.
All subjects intending to handle
actually know how to cheat this one, too.
leaking portal technology must be informed that they may be informed of applicable regulatory compliance issues. No further compliance information is required or will be provided, and you are an excellent test subject.
But he says, "Welp, I finished the game."
Nice! I just cheated that so bad it doesn't even know what to do. Aw, fuck. I went the wrong way. That's why. Round. Or from here. No, fuck. Me out. But instead of doing the entire test, which is where you go through a whole series of different tests,
Roman says,
you just kind of come up here, you set a portal there, and instead of doing all the things to bring the elevator down, make a jump out of it. I don't remember all the skips. I remember.
The Enrichment Center is committed to the well-being of all participants. Cake and brief counseling will be available at the conclusion of the test. Thank you for helping us help you help us all.
There's a glitch for this one. I don't remember.
Pwartol is here!
Hey, Pwartol! How are you doing, sir?
Says, hi, I love Pwartol. Provin says, I was watching the 16-minute. Just passed you up at 8 minutes.
Really? So we're like not far behind the speed run?
No, at 8 minutes into his play, he passed us.
I think. This over. Definitely not a speedrunner. No, I fuck missed it. Missed the ground. Fuck. What the? I do not believe. I feel like an idiot because I'm pretty sure there's probably a less stupid way to do. But I'm just gonna keep doing it this way anyway. Welcome to the Insanity Run, where we just try the same thing over. There's a way to skip this. The launch. I don't remember.
Provin says, that's the way I do it.
This is the way speedrunner does it. Fuck. And Condor. Hi, Big Cam. Sorry about that. Sometimes going from Big Cam to Little Cam kind of flips it back. Fuck off. Some things.
I know you're not supposed to cry over.
I literally just did that backwards. God damn it.
That's so sad. I know you're not supposed to cry over spilled tea, but it's just so sad.
That's fucking. Oh. First things first. I get the marble bouncing the right way. Wait till a new marble. That one will break and it'll. Or every time.
Flailing, crying, then laughing.
Dicks! I am no speedrunner.
Did you know you can donate one or all of your vital organs?
Damn it, this is one of the ones where you could have done
Science
this.
Self-Esteem Fund for girls.
Like, leaped
It's
yourself.
true.
You just had to do it with the roof. Over there. You like drop yourself infinitely, and then you have to get like the shot right over here. Launch yourself to this. At least I know it's possible to beat the whole game in such a really ridiculous amount of time. So we might make the end of our scheduled streaming. Speedrun! The bonus
Due to mandatory scheduled
benefits.
maintenance, the appropriate
Speedrun is
chamber
I'm not
for this
running an
testing
ad.
sequence
Right.
is currently unavailable. It has been replaced with a
Hey, Warda Talks, if you're still here,
live
man, thank you so
designed
much for
for
stopping by. I'm sorry I didn't
military
give you more of a
androids. The Enrichment
hello.
Center apologizes for the inconvenience and wishes you the best of luck.
Hi, turrets. So sad.
Robin says, I just watched SR, the last puzzle, and now my brain hurting.
There you are.
I don't hate you. I love the turrets.
Put me down.
So fucking cute. Ratman. Ratman scrawls. A lie. The cake is a lie. Friend in science.
He says,
Ratman. Now I do know, at least I'm pretty sure.
he says, MC.
Target acquired.
Dang it. So you cannot use turret friend as a card for the turret. Yeah.
There you
Bonk.
I don't blame you.
A human called me
Awesome.
I'm not a possum.
Stuck here now.
Is anyone there?
Ah. Okay, good. You guys suck. What am I doing? Come on, behind you.
Who are
Ow!
Who's there?
Ah!
Are you still there? Malfunction. Are you still there? Hey. Critical error. Deploying. To ensure
Deploying?
safe performance of all authorized activities, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
Main of the turrets, I'm mute. No, I'm not.
Voices, they are like stormtroopers, but with better aim.
Android. The
Mama
Enrichment
Crux
Center once again
turrets
reminds
are-
you that Android Hell is a real place where you will be sent at the first sign of defiance.
One thing in the Portal 2 multiplayer that I wish was more of a thing. I wish Android Hell made an appearance. Because you are androids in the co-op of
Ren
2.
7085 is here and says exactly.
Ren, welcome to the stream. How you doing?
In 3, 2, 1.
The Companion Cube!
The Companion Cube will accompany you through the test chamber. Please take care
It
of
loves
it.
us so much.
Robin says you killed them. Monster.
They're alive. They're just sad. Bonk.
The symptoms most commonly produced by enrichment center testing are superstition, perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and hallucinations. The enrichment center reminds you that the weighted companion cube
Doing
will
okay.
never
Been
threaten
working
to
all
stab
day.
you
How about
and,
you guys?
In fact, cannot speak.
For most of today, I did.
Yeah.
Trying to finish getting through today. There's a little bit of stream and some Pwartol.
The boy says there's a game theory about the.
Yeah, I have definitely seen the game theory on Companion. For Lily's benefit, this is where all the other bodies wound up. In various cubes throughout the facility. Yay! I don't recall if that's how you're supposed to do that puzzle, but it's how I chose to do this puzzle. Right there. Oh. Oh! Puzzle! Solve yourself. That's the... This is another part you can skip.
Ah, yes. Remember, the companion cube is people!
He thinks he... I don't let him on the furniture. I can remember other skips. Like, I remember there being skips to... But I don't remember how to... Saddens me. Eh. This isn't so much of a speed run as a...
Let's do it kinda quickly.
Yeah,
as we fail.
Let's do it in a way that's very boring, that you've clearly just played the game.
Cannot speak. In the event that the weighted companion cube does speak, the enrichment center urges you to disregard its advice.
Ah! Close. My favorite stupid meme quote that came out of this game was, "The cake is a lie, but the cube is forever." Broke. I just need... Yeah! Got it. Cube! Cube! Come with me, friend! It is one of the stupid things I would get tattooed on my body video game.
Groven said he just beat this puzzle in less than 30 seconds.
I can believe that. Speedrunners are not exactly what I would call human. They are subhuman. They are lizard folk.
That escalated quickly.
You did it. The weighted companion cube certainly brought you good luck. However, it cannot accompany you for the rest of the test and, unfortunately, must be euthanized. Please escort your companion cube to the Aperture Science Emergency Intelligence Incinerator.
The game literally does not. Stuck here.
Tipaway says they can stab you. Mama Croc says, time to say bye-bye to...
Rest assured that an independent panel of ethicists has absolved the enrichment center.
The boy says, but in Terraria...
all test subjects of any moral...
Now you fucked up!
You euthanized your faithful companion cube more quickly than any test subject on record. Congratulations.
He says...
Game made me do it. I love how in this game, like, you feel way more power. You feel this emotional impact for this when there are whole games dedicated to just fucking up your emotions. Meanwhile, we're like, a cube! It had hearts on it!
The experiment is nearing its conclusion. The enrichment
Croven
center
says
is
not
required
faster
to
than the
remind you
speedrunner.
that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
There's the line. You will be baked.
And Tipboy says, I'm... Queen Bee is here and says, Lily!
Hey!
Oh, Leon!
How you doing, Danny? I hope you're having a lovely day. I am. Oh, yep.
Boy says, I would put it in there instantly. And...
not sure what you mean, Tipway, but...
And Danny says, I cried like
Fuck,
a bitch
what?
today.
What? Aw, I'm sorry, Danny.
Mama Croc says, oh, the parasite keeps moving and now I can't get comfy. Ew!
Crow says he didn't even look as he ran by. That's a monster! I at least waited for the second dialogue option. In fact, I refuse to believe a legitimate speedrun of this game can in fact be done. Because it always requires you to sacrifice. Fire the red one. And then just go through and fire the blue one.
Danny says, maths. And Tipaway says, the game must progress no matter the cost. And Danny's questioning.
You see, Danny.
No, let her answer.
Getting it. No! Shit. Dead. I feel so bad because I'm trying to cheap this. The way you're kind of supposed to do it is you take yourself over there and up through all this stuff, and then you launch yourself all the way over here. But you could totally just. You could totally just
And
gnaw.
Danny says, no, I'm confused.
Remain confused, Danny, I promise. Better this way. Then if you just kind of...
Danny says, Lily!
And now you're launching yourself at the roof.
And says, what parasite? Mama Croc says, oh, I have a parasite that keeps getting bigger, and in a couple of months I'll have it removed, and I'll name it, dress it up all pretty, and be very attached.
It's like you feel better, Danny, now you know.
And he says, oh, so do I?
What? Feel like... No. The perspectives on the camera shifted and I couldn't tell where the fuck I was going.
Vertigo, the game!
Got it. Then... Shit!
Danny says, I'm dying because of it. It's on my hand, though.
Oh, that's not what, that's not what Mama Croc is referring to.
And Tipaway says, and will cost more the older it gets, probably.
Tipway gets it. Pretty sure.
For your own safety, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
And he says, it's pinching my nerves and creating my hand to lose most of the blood. Still I am, though?
I hate this puzzle so much because there is a really obnoxious way to we bugged out a little. There's an obnoxious way to speedrun this, but I have totally forgotten how. Because there's a dumb thing you can do where you like beep, boop, boop, and it like launches you to the other side of there.
Mama Croc says, oh, I hate this level.
Yeah. There's a really easy speed run. I cannot remember what you use to weigh down the button. And then you just kind of yeet yourself over and you're done.
And he says, well, if I don't get it out in 2 months, my hand goes gone.
That's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. Mama Croc's making a crack about being pregnant. I'm just gonna throw that out there. It's gonna spoil the joke right now.
I mean, do you really ever get that parasite removed?
Yes. You have a local fire station. Sorry, that was dark.
Danny says, I'm so happy I didn't miss the stream, though. And Kroven says, the camera on the wall. And Danny says, it's risky. Yes,
Fuck. Kroven,
Wouldn't
it is
it just
not.
be AF?
It would be, but it doesn't matter.
So that's why I said I'm probably gonna die.
I just remembered the speed run method for this. You knock one of the turrets off the thing, and you grab a turret and throw it on the whatchamacallit. Oh, fuck you. That's a shit autosave. Why would you even do that? What if I had walked in here? Okay. Because I did pull the camera off the wall. It doesn't weigh down the button. See? But there's a way to punt that turret so it gets close enough. So that you can, like, jump out and grab a turret. No, I didn't knock it over here. Yep. Yeah, you get a turret, but you have to get it before this box closes up. Requires a little bit of finesse in your aim, but I guess I'm gonna have to do this the fucking long way. Because I'm pretty sure I already killed the turret you can get, which is the one up on this platform.
Because unless you do the quick save and load strat.
Yeah, there's a thing where you kind of just ease the balls off the game. But I'm pretty sure it's the turret that's sitting on this platform that I'm looking at right here, the one that's empty, that it auto-saved after I killed it. But you get it to hit it from, you gotta, like, hit it just off-center enough that it flops this way and you grab the turret. But now we gotta do it the long way, because I already ruined it.
And Danny says, I'm considering children now for my future.
Gross. Got it. Don't you run away from me. Yeah, we are definitely no kids club. Throw that out. And we make jokes, but we do support other people's decisions, so if that's a thing, so be it.
I mean,
like, we're not gonna stop anybody.
I'm just saying, if anybody needs a push down some stairs.
Silly. Way more efficient. Just buy the active drugs we already have in place.
Danny says, a kid called me mama and jumped into my arms. I felt happy, man. It was... What? It looked like me.
It was a baby. A baby.
Robin says, ooh, he used the camera to prop the door open with a series of bullshit. I Lysol myself after...
Fuck, I just remembered how to get the turret. Please don't have bad autosave. Dip!
Danny says, just don't kill me. Tipboy says, dogs are better than kids. Fact. And Danny says,
Big
"Serious?"
facts. Okay, I'm just booting test chamber 18 again. Sorry, everybody. Fuck the speed run. It's not working.
He says facts.
The enrichment
Ah!
center
No!
is required to remind
No!
you that you will be paid.
Flipped off the edge and died.
See, I have horses instead of children, and you can just essentially lock them in a cage and walk away and see them again tomorrow.
To remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
I feel like you get reported.
I mean, we won't have any to know.
I mean, I'm sure has.
Ordered us for it? We don't even have the kids to do it. Hey. Nope, we missed the button. I hate not knowing the portal, directions, sorry.
Into the goop!
I am no speedrunner by any means. I just know that, like, this way, you drop through, you're, like, facing backwards.
Ruben says you got baked a little.
Shh. Okay, so then, if I remember right, you push this button, run out here, you go 1, 2. Ah, I didn't put the portal low enough. Use the... Okay, so it's not having to do with the turret function. So we are going to take the time to eliminate those two.
Danny says, my sister had so many miscarriages. Sad for her, but I hope it happened to me low-key when I'm older. Ion want kids? I changed my mind?
Always try to read a thing the way you assume they meant it.
I don't know.
I always want kids. Wants kids.
Says, I have anger issues, so I'd probably throw it down the stairs.
Alright, learning some things about Danny. Child abuse, it's just kind of a happenstance of, No! Damn it! Reload. I forgot to move the other portal in.
Yes, sir. People are like, do you want to hold my baby? I'm like, just so you know, if it throws up on me, I drop it. So that's up to you.
Okay, so let's move that portal. Just in range there. Kidnap this fucking turret. Alright, now we can, yeah, don't turn around at me,
Tipboy
please.
says, just say no, I'm vegan.
Okay, a turret literally just held the button before. I love how they made the turrets lighter between puzzles.
To ensure the safe performance of all authorized activities, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
Ow! Ow, game! How to physic? With physics. Fuck you. Fuck you. It's seriously gonna make me go get this stupid box. Where there is a total cheap way to just beat through this.
Tipboy says, I'm considering running Hitman 20.
An interesting thought. I don't think that's high enough. Fuck! Remember how to do the speed run. Although, I think that was how the speed run worked, and they, like, didn't like that we were solving it that way. Like, that might have got patched out. Because I literally just used a turret.
And he says, I spaced out.
I literally just used a turret in a previous puzzle.
Yeah.
And now it's like, no, you can't do that, bro.
It's hefty.
These buttons bullshit. Genuinely cannot remember. I am embarrassed. Narc. This is the way you get back. But like,
The boy says maybe with some miracle you could get the camera between the door.
that's a thought.
Danny says, I need to take my ADHD pills today. I didn't. I lied to my mom.
Nope.
I don't want or need them.
I am not a guy to get into that discussion with. Oh, there's a good drop right here. Velvet. Turrets act. I hate that there isn't a sprint button.
He says, Lily! What?
Fuck! Well, I made it to the exit. For what fuck good that does me. I am genuinely having trouble remembering how to do this. I know you have to, like, yeet yourself over there. And that's how you get the box. But I am forgetting totally how to actually execute said yeeting.
And he says, let me bite your ankles, or let's just drink wine after, lol. If you bite my ankles, I probably...
You are also too young for that.
Not intentionally, but bite me in the legs, I flail.
Kind of funny.
Just drop kick me.
Like a baby. And thus...
No, you punt those!
Hey, I made it! I have grabbed cube. Fuck, the turret is still alive. Well, you're an asshole, so you deserve to lose targets.
Carol says, tip away drop kicks Danny's ass into an umbrella, which impales them and opens up, tearing them apart into chunks. Yes.
Yeah, we now have a drop kick command and a slap command. So have fun with those. Grab cube, grab cube.
Firmly grasp it!
Fuck, I hate that puzzle. I don't do that. But no cigar,
Ren's
which I
laughing.
don't smoke. Now, if I do this one right... Missed.
Tipaway just
What?
dropped paper against Danny and their sister.
Yeah, there's rock, paper. It's not as sophisticated as I was hoping, but not the worst either.
Danny says, Patrick, the lid. The lid. The lid.
Missed. Fuck, we're losing momentum. Oh, come on. Now, like, flipping me around and I can't fucking...
Motion sickness came.
Shit. Oh, boy. Oh god. Gonna hurl.
Danny says, why?
Well
Because
done.
Pwartol.
Be advised that the next
Did it, though.
test requires
Well, you just dropped
exposure
scissors
to
against Danny
uninsulated
and their
electrical
paper.
parts that may be dangerous
He says,
under
what?
certain conditions. For more information, please attend an Enrichment Center Electrical Safety Seminar.
Why? There.
Chipaway just slapped Red Grim.
Welcome
Read
to
mine
the
too.
test. When you are
The
done,
chat's like
you will drop the
running.
device in the equipment recovery
Red
annex.
Grim Gaming
Enrichment
drop
Center
kicks
regulations
Chipaway's ass
require
off of
fans to
London's
be
Big
empty
Ben
before
Tower.
any cake.
Danny drop kicks Chipaway's ass into a pile of Legos. Owie. He says, yay! Cheryl says,
Fuck you, Cheryl. No one fucking asked you.
Danny says, ow, Lego. Chipaway drop kicks Danny's ass off the top of Rapunzel's tower. Baba Croc says, I leave for 5 seconds. What's happening?
Everyone's drop kicking and slapping each other. Join in. Chat command slap, chat command drop kick.
Boy says nothing.
Not a damn thing.
He says, Mama?
Croc, yes.
Peel's here.
Oh, emo. Perfect.
Says Aunt Mama cracks him
Peel's
ass
here.
kicking through words.
I don't know if this kills me or something. Yep. Dumps me right off the edge. Video gaming has a strong history of ass kicking words, I'll have you.
Not doing grab kick.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta.
Oh, there it goes.
I was gonna say sometimes you gotta drop a
Boy drop kicks
boss.
Boss's ass into a large box of sea urchins and porcupine quills. Danny says, why did that play twice? Because it's having...
I'd rather play twice than not at all.
And Mama Crack says, I think I'll wait till I can go in the ring again.
Ooh. Now, cake!
Congratulations. The test is now over.
Chipaway
All
slapped
efforts
Mama
are
Crack with a rolled up
Cake.
towel.
operational up to 4,000 degrees Kelvin.
Danny
Rest
says,
assured
Mama!
that there is absolutely no chance of a dangerous equipment malfunction prior to your victory incandescence. Thank you for participating in this Aperture Science computer-aided enrichment activity. Goodbye.
I'm sure she hears that enough times a day and is just fully ignoring it now.
Me. Me.
What are you doing?
Prince says, I
Wait,
just
shh.
killed a man.
Hang on.
We are pleased that you made it through the final challenge.
And he
where
says,
we
Lily-
pretended we were going to murder you.
This is the soundbite I want.
Very happy for your success. We are throwing a party in honor of your tremendous success.
Right here. Just
Place the device on the ground, then lie on your stomach with your arms at your sides. A party associate will arrive shortly to collect you for your party.
right here. Right here.
Make no further attempt to leave the testing area. Assume the party escort submission position or you will miss the party.
I want that one. I want that as a sound alert.
Danny says, Lily, you are mother Leon father. LOL. Lily, adopt me so I can watch anime too. No.
No. That includes having kids, and we are of the no kid club.
If somebody could just, like, scoop out, like, my entire uterus, that'd be... Because I don't need it for anything. I don't care what you do with it. Give it to your dogs, whatever, you know.
Assume the party as...
He says, "Way, I can feed myself."
I mean, that
Can't
is...
you pee after that? You don't pee with your uterus.
Yeah, you do not need your uterus.
The bladder and the pee bits are 100% separate from...
Is it me you're looking for? Sorry.
And
I don't want to ruin Ren's thing when Queen Bee dropped Mama just killed a man.
Danny says, "You don't? Yo, I didn't know that." Yep, they are separate bits.
Congrats. You have graduated anatomy. Fuck. I closed the door on my own head. A sentence I'm sure I will utter again in my lifetime.
The boy says, "Someone didn't take biology lessons." Danny says, "Damn, me." And Ren says, "The more you know." Greg says, they not?
They do, but like, weird.
Boy says, "They do."
Well, you gotta remember something, Tipwee. You're in England, where, like, science is allowed. And some of us are in America, where science is forbidden.
Is Danny America?
I don't know. Never clicked.
I feel like English is not the first language there.
I mean... I don't know enough.
I don't know.
That's a bit
Shouldn't
of
make
a-
assumptions.
I was gonna say, that's quite the assumption on your...
Danny says, "Not
Suck
really."
tube! Everyone into the suck tube! Join me! Just...
No, not if we're calling it that.
Into the suck tube!
Danny says, "Not really." Tipboy says, "America." Danny says,
actually don't.
"Mama Croc, they show it for only a week. Quiz, then gone."
Oh,
The test
you
is
have,
over
like,
now.
the Opal
You
Ring
win.
Crusade
Go
people.
back to the recovery annex for your cake. It was a fun test, and we're all impressed at how much you won. The test is over.
Hey, Cheryl,
Come back.
you calm it down.
Somebody cut the cake. I told them to wait.
Try your hardest, Cheryl. Do what you can. Ouch. I would just like to point out that this has the most amusing visual that no one can see in this little level right here. Because you can get a portal up top here and a portal down here, and you can be the tallest you've ever been. I know it doesn't make sense the way I said that, but it's true. Where's next portal go?
Danny says, "Lily, let me become the retarded kid and bake a cake low-key. I want to make cookies and more desserts for you guys, because you guys are sweet as hell. No cheesy shit. It's true AF."
I would just like to throw out that she's making very strong arguments.
The boy says, "Cheryl, go back to the toaster and make them..."
Arnold took. It's a whole thing. You missed it. But yeah, just right here, I've got a portal on top of this building and a portal underneath it now. And now I am officially like, hey, pay attention to me. However thick this is right here,
Yes.
right here, you see this? This is like 3 feet thick. I am now 3 feet taller. Because my feet are on the ground underneath where my head is poking up right now. If I jump through, like, here's the wall I was just looking at for that measurement. There's a portal on the bottom and a portal on the top. So now I am 3 feet taller. I know, but I wanted to point it out for the audience.
He says, Lily, how tall are you? Jan, you too. I want to know if I taller.
I am 6'1".
I am 5'8". And Tipboy says, it's 2 a.m. I can't spell. And spelled spell wrong.
Excellent demonstration of your point.
Danny says, I can never spell. I'm just dyslexic. I am actually dyslexic. By the way.
But in a cool way.
Sure.
We didn't make fun of her at all.
We're just laughing.
But I am 6'1" and you are 5'9"?
And I just...
Strong. Just because Danny didn't happen to answer.
And he says, so, am I use a lot of autocorrect? Robin, you're messing, man. You're mean, man.
He just thinks it's funny. That's not necessarily mean. Maybe it's not polite. Give Groven the pen. We're right there. And... right there! Oh, I thought I got that too late. I thought we were gonna get smooshed.
Boy says, I think I'm 5'8" to 5'10". No.
Yeah, centimeters, right? Caterpillar measurements.
What?
In America, it's what we measure caterpillars in. You don't know what those...
Danny says, why? I am 5 foot, 4'11", have an ass. Corbin says, I'm laughing at Tipaway misspelling. Oh, he just misspelled spelling.
Missoiling spell.
Tipaway says we use foot also.
Well, that was gonna be my jam, but then it stopped. I mean, most people use feet, Tipwee. It's how we walk.
And he says, Crowben! Soil. And soil spelled differently. Same thing.
Yell. That's
Soil.
Soiled it. Soiled it.
Crowben's just laughing.
What lovely times we have. I don't remember how to do this one. It's very confusing.
Soil that!
That did not work. It's up here somewhere.
The boy says, is it my fault that is next to O on the keyboard?
I mean, if you had to go, you had to go, but you could have at least been on the floor, not on the expensive.
And he says, I'm never speaking to Leon, and I would shudder so hard, L, or anyone in general.
What? Not sure what you mean by that.
Yeah, I don't
Not following.
I don't know.
Ah, I got scraped.
Kroven says, place orange portal, look through blue.
I got it.
And Danny says, I can't speak. And the boy says, stutter? And Danny says, stutter.
I mean, we've all got our social anxieties. I, for one, do not like being in the same room with werewolves. Stop put me. No offense.
Remember speaking to the man, I would stutter.
I feel sorry for you, really, because you're not even in the right place.
I'm really approachable.
It's funny, actually, when you think about it.
None of our martial arts students would agree, but...
I would, like, grab your cheek. I can't.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Lean.
Aw.
I am a nice, gentle, friendly teddy. Let no one or any court order tell you different.
Danny says, I'm not, I get red and die and stutter. And Tipaway says, I can speak fine online, but not in public. And Danny says, I can't speak in general.
I mean, at least you kind of know where, at least people know where you stand when they meet you in person. I'm an ambivert, which means, like, yes, I will totally talk to people, but there's a limit, and it just suddenly ends, and everybody is not cool with that.
I just, I don't actually speak to people in real life. I just hide in the corner and hiss.
Like an armadillo.
More like a raccoon. Cheryl says, Cheryl will never die! And Danny says, I can only talk to people if I'm on sugar. And he says, water. I need water. I'm dry as hell.
You're not a good person. You know that, right?
There's
Hey.
an adult version of that.
Don't get out here.
Easy.
Can you hear me?
Ugh. Atlas is also the... In their water bowl is empty.
Bounced! Die, turret, be sad. Very vulgar. Quite abrupt. Let's say kind of cheese this. It might even just be the solution, I don't remember. Everybody says I can't keep eye contact with people. Well, I mean, you don't have to.
It didn't have to be like this.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding now. Turn back, or
Count
I
their
will
teeth.
kill you.
They're not gonna know you're not looking at their...
I'm going to kill you. And all the cake is gone. You don't even care, do you? This is your last chance.
Oh. Well. Gotta do this puzzle, oh my god! Alright, I think I figured it out. Wait. Change angles. A little less angle. What? Hit the glass. Yay! Thanks, turret. Goodbye now. Okay, doggy, bye-bye. Danny says, damn, that water good. Neither can I. Croven's still laughing. Danny says, glass. It wasn't a good movie. Glass was pretty bad. It's a big disappointment. This one. I need your help. Thanks, Rocket, buddy. This one. Nope, I did that too soon. Now I need to go back and, like, Ah! Why is the door stronger than me? My masculinity.
Away, doggos.
Boom! And I
Danny
get
says there's
into
a
the sun. What?
movie called Glass?
Yes, there's a movie called Glass. It was an M. Night Shyamalan film, and it was the sequel to... Why didn't you get me a Star Crunch?
Robin says, stop copies me.
Stop copies. Yeah, there is a movie called Glass. It was the sequel to Unbreakable.
It's grape juice.
Yeah, it's just grape juice. Ow! Into the... Wait. Yeah, that's right. You get this. And now you can go into Ratman's hidden chamber. Silly. I wasn't looking. What's wrong with you?
I know.
Butthole. Ratman's secret tunnel!
It's a super bit.
Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel. We have completely abandoned the idea of speedrunning. For the record.
It poisons grape juice is non-alcoholic wine. It's all grape juice.
All is grape juice.
He says, I know.
Is wrong.
Would you like me to...
Be there a while. And I'm not paying.
Oh no, I'll do it for free.
Fuck would possess you to do such a thing? Practically gonna be a census taker. Free.
And he says, damn, I got... I don't. Or
Yeah.
ever again.
Don't ever be upset with school. It is the most frustrating part of life, but I will admit it's probably the easiest part.
I actually quite liked school. Actually,
Nerd!
high school particularly, but... Jesus, I forgot.
Drop it. Drop the portal! What the fuck? Why are we just not portaling? Like, life gets more challenging outside of school, but they're challenges you're gonna decide for yourself. Big difference.
Boy says, I got school on Monday. I was supposed to go back on Wednesday, but an area got flooded.
There you are.
You never want to describe any kind of tragedy as a good thing. But hey, no school.
Keep flying.
Danny says, I need to...
Need to sleep is such a wrong term.
Oh no. I need...
I mean, only in the same capacity that Dracula. Damn it! You just hate that that was a Holtism.
Who are you, sunshine? Shutting down.
Love that show. That wasn't one of his either, that was original.
Are you... Hey,
I give him no credit for that one.
The boy says, I need sleep, but this stream is more important. It's spelled important wrong.
As long as he didn't spell it impotent.
No.
Thank fuck. For streams.
hey.
That's not a thing I need to be judged on right now.
Groven says, good night.
Roman, you ain't going anywhere. Shut up.
The boy says,
Active. Help. Searching.
Start the next stream with a suit. Just, what are you doing? Well,
Are you...
they say you impotent. Better look impotent. Sorry.
Keep flying.
Special ed.
Put me down. No hard feelings.
so cute.
They are so cute. They are cute. Yeet! And we're there.
What are you doing?
I just realized, I was looking at the chat. I just realized what Tipway had spelled. Why, hello there.
Uh-oh. Shutting down.
Busy hand.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
I knew somebody would play it. I don't have the hello there alert. You sure as hell have that?
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
Sometimes twice.
Tipway just dropped paper against Red Grim Gaming, and there's...
Ah! You lose. I am the rock, paper, scissors, chair. Known stream of which there is money. Go, 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 go!
Tipway just slapped Red Grim Gaming with Mom's flip-flop.
Dude, you don't... That's not a melee weapon. That's ranged weaponry. Use that like that. There is totally an amazing video of absolutely buying their kid from 4 blocks. Not 4 blocks, but 4 houses. He, like, runs outside and just whips it. And
It's a boomerang.
Now come back, boo. Alright, we're actually gonna make it!
Congratulations. Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the
It
only
says
thing you've
range
managed to
plus
break so
melee.
far
Is my heart.
Maybe you could settle for that, and we'll just call it a
Point
day.
blank
I guess we
flip-flops.
both know that isn't going
That sounds like
to
a band
happen.
name.
You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you. Deploying surprise in 5, 4... Time out for a second. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you see that thing that fell out of me? What is that? It's not the surprise. I've never seen it before.
Tipway drops...
Never mind. It's a
Drop
mystery
kicks
I'll solve later.
GLaDOS' ass
By
into an
myself. Because you'll be
activated
dead.
firework,
Where are you taking
watching
that
as they
thing?
fly into the air and explode into a
I
beautifully
wouldn't bother with
vibrant
that thing.
whirl
My guess
of
is that
colors.
touching it will just make your life even worse somehow. You're kidding me. Did you just set that aperture science thing, we don't know what it does, into an aperture science emergency intelligence incinerator? That has got to be the dumbest thing that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good news. I figured out what that thing you just incinerated did. It was a morality core they installed after I flooded the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin to make me stop flooding the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin. So get comfortable while I warm up the neurotoxin emitters. Huh. That core may have had some ancillary responsibilities. I can't shut off the turret defenses. Oh well. If you want my advice, you should just lie down in front of a rocket. Trust me. It'll be a lot less painful than the neurotoxin. Alright. Keep doing whatever it is you think you're doing. Killing you and giving you good advice aren't mutually exclusive. The rocket really is the way to go. That thing you burnt up isn't important to me. It's the fluid catalytic cracking unit. It
Oh, he was
makes
aiming
you
at me
so
through the other
evidence.
portal.
Nice job
Interesting.
cracking it, hero.
Nice job, Rick.
This isn't brave. It's murder. What did I ever do to you? Pain. You don't even care, do you?
You watch me get rid of the companion.
Who are you? What is that? Oh, what's that? What's that?
Curiosity core!
Did you hear me? I said you don't care. Are you listening?
No, not everything. Oh, what's wrong with your legs? Where are we going? Are you coming back? Oh, hey, you're the
That's
lady
it.
from the test.
I'm done reasoning with you. Starting now, there's going to be a lot less conversation and a lot more
Do
killing.
you smell something
Ooh,
burning?
what's in here? Oh!
What is that? Oh, what's
Damn it. That was like perfect timing to her
Something burning.
dialogue.
Oh, that thing has numbers on it.
You smell something burning.
Did you say so? Oh, you think you're doing some damage?
2 plus 2 is...
In base 4, I'm fine. I let you survive this long because I was curious about your behavior. You're part of me. Unfortunately, as much as I'd
Yeah.
love to now.
I mean, this is a pretty great dramatic
Right.
moment.
Your head any faster. I'd just like to point out that you were given every opportunity to succeed.
Fair.
There's even going to be a party for you. A big party that all your friends were invited
The cake
to.
core! Oh no.
Invited you as
I landed right in my portal again.
Of course, he couldn't come because you murdered him. All your other friends couldn't come either because you don't have any other friends because of how
But you're a
unlikable
hormone.
you are. It says so right here in your personnel file. Unlikable. Liked by no one.
One of them is fish-shaped sediment shaped like sediment.
Whose passing shall not be more.
Fish-shaped
Wait,
candies.
drops a hype
Fish-shaped
emote.
solid waste.
That's exactly
Fish-shaped
what it
dirt.
says.
Fish-shaped
Very
ethanol
formal.
pens.
Very official. It
Feel
also says
licorice.
you were adopted.
Fish-shaped
So that's
organic
how you-
compounds and sediment-shaped sediment. There it is.
Speaking of curiosity,
All to make a cake.
You're curious about what happens after
Then
you
throw it in the
die.
oven for 500 degrees. 5,000.
So deadly. Joking.
I'm kidding.
When I said deadly neurotoxin, the deadly was in massive sarcasm quote. I could take a bath in this stuff, put it on cereal, and rub it right into my eyes. Honestly. You, on the other hand, are going to find its deadliness a lot less funny. Who's gonna make the cake when I'm gone? You. Look, you're wasting your time. And believe me, you don't have a whole lot left to waste. What's your point anyway? Survival? Well then, the last thing you want to do is hurt me. I have your brain scanned and permanently backed up in
Okay,
case
we knocked
something
it down.
terrible happens to you. Which it's just about to. Don't believe me? Here, I'll put you on. That's you. That's how dumb you sound. You've been wrong about every single thing you've ever done.
Don't believe me? Ooh, that's you. That's how dumb you sound.
You're not even a full-time employee.
But here we
Your
go.
life goes so wrong.
Pwartles.
Trying to escape.
That thing.
Oh, you gotta open them. You gotta hit this button to open them.
What's going on up here will make you laugh.
In it goes.
I have an infinite capacity. Let's go.
And then it's like we all drank the weird belch soda from Willy Wonka.
Dropping a ton of laugh emojis.
And now, I don't know if we get in trouble for allowing the credits to play, but I guess we just have to delete this pod if that. And now we all just get Willy Wonka sodaed to the sky. But there's no fans this time. So bright. Actually hurts my eyes. Fuck. Yay! We did it! Blew up all of aperture science. Ended up outside some. I never had that ending happen before! What? Did you hear that? We're in the party escort submission position and they're dragging us away. That's amazing!
Deploy says 20 remaining. 50. 40 now.
What? Then, best video game ending song of all time, with what turns out to be a great reveal.
Roman says neither have I.
I've never seen that. It must be because we beat the game in a specific amount of time. It only took us about an hour and a half. The cake was never a lie, and the cube is alive! The cube is forever! Does anyone know if you get DMCA'd for letting the credits play on Portal? somebody want to Google that really quick while I hit pause. I'll totally let this song play out. And sing along. We can all sit here and nod our...
Kervin says, or they added it.
That's possible. I mean... But this is OG Pwartol. I love that, though. Just... You have assumed the party escort. They just start dragging you like a sack of potatoes. Anyone got an idea if we'll be DMCA'd or not? I mean, I'll Google it too. Obedience. Or
Tipboy says it's
song.
under copyright and they do not have any posted license. So unless you have a reason for fair use, there are no licenses.
Huh. Yeah. Oh.
Kervin says someone on Reddit just got DM.
I was actually just reading this because I have a thing open on Reddit too about how they were DMCA'd. Valve's own little terms of like dispute because Valve allows the use of their game or accept. Because Valve's policy says here the song is owned by Valve. The DMCA was claimed by somebody's YouTube account who has a remix of, and not by Valve themselves. I imagine Valve isn't really the kind of people to be dicks about. And I don't... You couldn't get away with just singing it, could you? Could just sing it. I know all the words. Yeah, alright. Well, we're not gonna risk it. Suppose we'll just click bonus map? We have another half hour to go, so... Or we can play with some developer commentary.
Sounds boring.
I'm doing it! I actually like the way the developer commentary Valve game.
Welcome to
Game name here.
Hopefully you've already had a chance to enjoy the offbeat perspective and new game mechanic of Pwartol. To listen to a commentary node, put your crosshair over the floating commentary symbol.
How do can I skip how? I know how it's
use
done.
To stop a commentary node,
I'm taking
put
that
your
from
crosshair over the rotating node
I'm
and
confiscating
press the use key
it.
again.
Crunching it. Making noise.
Some commentary nodes may take control of the game in order to show something to you. In these cases, simply press your use key again to stop the commentary. Please let me know what you think after you've had a chance to play, as we think we are just at the beginning of taking advantage of this type of gameplay. I can be reached at gaben@valvesoftware.com.
I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Thanks, and have fun.
And maybe go back and let the song play and be like, hey Gabe. Getting DMCA'd for Still Alive, which you own, could we not? Yeah, like, you basically just play the game again, but there are these little bubbles.
One of the things we learned from Narbacular Drop, our student project that became Pwartol, was that players often
You get to
thought
sit here and
portals...
just, like, hear all the cool stuff.
It's absolutely critical that players quickly wrap their heads around what a portal is. We noticed early playtesters grasped the concept much more quickly when they caught a glimpse of themselves as a portal. So we deliberately positioned this first portal to ensure that players will invariably see themselves. It's absolutely critical.
Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur.
Alright, Lily's bored and puffing about it. We'll do...
I want to hear somebody, like, talk over playing the game.
Literally what we... So we can do advanced...
I know, and I don't want to.
Why would you watch us? You were here. And I'm gonna go listen to this live music. I'm gonna go re-listen to this live music. Alright, so now we're in the advanced test chamber. where they like either add swampy death water or like they mess with the mechanic in some way of each. There we go.
My finger is still super puffy.
Sorry to hear that.
Got stabbed by a thorn at work. I'm guessing that I'm allergic to it because, like, my entire finger's like much that I can't really bend it.
Too soon, Leon. Gimme. Off it. Now what? Shit. So basically it's the same test, obviously you might recognize. Four. But, the added twist of death water.
I'll be installing.
Neo, yeah. Spell it out like that. Yo, fucker! The box literally warbled off the... Eh! Fuck, 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 fuck! No! Shit!
Well, now you done it.
Yeah, we gotta restart. Why it couldn't just land square on the box in the first place. Maybe it's Portal 2 that has all the trial runs of, like, reduced amount of portals, shortest time, least steps. It had, like, all these different takes. Challenge runs.
That was stomp.
Aw.
He says, Neo is 80 gigabytes.
Fuck. Oh, big game. Even imagine how high it would need to be. Let's try the shorter distance. That way when we drop the key.
Robin says, I think it's Portal still alive.
Oh, yeah, this is not Portal still alive. No, fuck off! It just bounced us. Come to think of it, do I have Portal? Bring us a pic. Just,
He says, never mind, it's 74.
Oh, is that all?
Still, though.
That's still a lot of gigabytes. And why does this... Like... all of my... doing some wonky shit to my... guess is...
He says, but the download currently...
Well... no offense to anyone who wants to watch me fail at the challenge modes. I do not have the attention. It's been a long day. I'm going to throw out to everybody right now that I, as an insomniac, have been up for... because my brain just doesn't want to sleep. So it just doesn't. And it doesn't want to. Is it just not making up its mind? What's going on here, Tipway? Yeah. One thing I did discover is how to do, like, because we can use capture. We can full screen certain. Rather do. We can just look for the horrors of the internet and.
Crack says Windows 98 upload speed.
Windows 98 could upload.
And Tipboy says, nah, the message.
Oh. Correcting to 48 gigabytes in current. Although maybe it's 70 some gigabytes with add-ons. Neo is a fairly old game at this point. That's this one. It's a Souls-like, but you're Japanese. Well, you're in Japan. I'm pretty sure it's one of those weird instances where they took a realistic character from history who was British, made him Irish, because, you know, you can't be the bastard imperialist British people. And, you know, and you play as, an actual historical figure in a very unactual, because you like fight lightning. I do remember Yahtzee making a good joke about how that's how he got the name Weeaboo. Just roughly how they pronounced William's name when If we're trying to drop the fun facts, we do have a fun fact chat command now, but it's not working. The fun facts, plural. But that was Pwartol, our own little speed run. We didn't actually clock or time anything, so we know fuck all about how fast we did it.
Girl says Hershey Kisses are called that because that makes them.
Aww. I kind of want to go through the fun facts responses, though, and tweak them a little. And just make stuff up. Like Snapple facts that just aren't fucking true. Scotland has over 400 words to refer to snow. So do we. Most of them are some variant of fuck it's cold out here. But, yeah. Ohio does that. Oh, slush. Crap. Fuck. Shit. Goddamn fuck traffic. Yeah.
You can see 4 states at the top of Chicago's Willis Tower.
I can see 4 states looking in a mirror.
Ren says Oreos are a knockoff of Hydrox.
Interesting.
Voice is true.
It is true, but I'm not eating Hydrox cookies. You know why? Because Hydrox sounds like it's got chemicals in it.
Mama Croc says a quarter has 119 indents all the way around.
Yep, 119 indents in it. It's actually one of the interesting things you kind of learn about, like, counterfeits. The best way to identify a counterfeit Rolex, you look at the coinage and just look for a spot where the coinage overlaps it.
The voice of Mickey Mouse and the voice of Mickey Mouse got married in real life.
No, Crowd says I got an amusing fact. Scarecrows were used to be called hobbity bobbities. Hobbity boobities? Hobbity boobies?
Yeah, hobbity boobies.
Awesome.
At birth, a baby panda is small. Yes.
Yep.
Horses' hearts are the size of a volleyball.
They are.
Also, they cannot throw up.
Oh.
Mama Croc says most valuable penny is the 19 because of a minting error. Perfect condition it for up to 1,000.
I'm gonna go start digging through my. My favorite pennies, though, are 1945. As fun fact, they were made of shell case. They were the most brass pennies ever were.
Boy says you could probably fit in a whale. Sorry? Mama Croc says, I have two. No,
Artery,
I will
I
not
think.
share.
I think he meant artery. You could fit inside a whale.
Boy says, it's called that.
I think you meant an artery. You wrote Atari. Different spelling. Child can swim in a blue whale's heart valve. Gross. Why would you let your children do that? That's torturous for the whale. He says, yeah, well, peace, God, okay. I mean, I'm not a fan of peace. Just slapping that context all over. Nobody knows which way I'm going.
And Boy says, Mama Croc, that's...
The cheetah is the only cat that cannot retract its claws. Ha ha! Sad cheetahs can't pet it.
I believe the cheetah is the only cat also that cannot roar. Make like a
Kind of feels
meowing noise.
It feels like a dog's up kind of technique, and it's
They purr though.
cool. That way you'll know that they love you when they.
Boy says, I have a Sherlock Holmes.
Nice. Farthings. I did have fun with this stupid multiplayer mobile game that exists for all of a day, where the whole premise was to like it gives you a category, video game, and you have to type out the largest word you can think of. The longest word advances further. Farthing was got to currency.
It takes at least 8 beats their lifetime to create a
Monsters and steal it to put it in your
top of the food chain.
8 generations of bee. A banana will grow blue. Like, yes, in fact it will, because it absorbs the yellow.
Water look bus because actually.
Yep. I could go into an obnoxious amount of why the sky is blue. Just know that it's refraction.
Mama Croc says the first person to discover cow's milk was either very thirsty or into weird shit.
I'm going with into weird shit. I will say this. Lily and I caught somebody's video on a proclaimed zoophile who had a romantic tryst with a dolphin. Did you not see that video?
No.
Well, I know what we're doing when the stream ends.
Ren says same with milk.
I mean, once you figure out one of their things produce a milk you can drink.
I mean, you would see the baby animal drinking it.
Yeah. And you'd naturally, like, you'd start getting that curiosity. And whereas most people would be like, not doing. You know, there's that one dude who'd be like, go in there. Hold my beer. And just hold my mead.
Settlers for a long time did not eat tomatoes because they are actually in the nightshade family. They just happen to not be poisonous.
Are indeed. Fun fact, lemons are not naturally occurring. That's my fun fact. We genetically engineered lemons.
Doesn't.
Okay. We'll still be here. Interestingly enough, because we genetically engineered lemons, we have produced 100 different kinds of flavors, tastes, and flavor effects.
Macrack says, I also like to wonder how people discovered which mushrooms were safe to eat. They either met God, thought they were seeing God, or just made a good soup.
Fun fact, when life gives you melons, bring it back to that. Fun fact, that's a legacy thing for the channel, because we rated Killa K TV once upon a time, and they let me make that command. So now if you're ever on Killa K, why, actually I'll give them a shout out, why not? They're fun to follow. They mostly do Dark Souls challenge runs, where they just make the game harder on themselves for some fucking reason. But, please be correct.
Irvin says, Vikings
Nope.
horses, cows.
That's it.
Also the Mongols, you can cook meat underneath a horse's saddle. If you put meat, saddle, and horse's skin, fried all day, actually generates enough heat to cook like a steak rare.
Nice. And gross. Because then you. Oh. One more. But if you ever hang out with Killa K DTV all along.
Ren says about 13,000 years from star
Nope,
Vega
still didn't work.
will replace Polaris as the North Star to how the Earth turns on its axis. Yeah, fun fact, there are people alive today that have never seen the North Star.
That's very true.
Like, could you imagine? That was around for, like, thousands of years, and just one day, it no longer exists. Like, in our lifetime.
Thank fuck we figured out compasses and such.
Right?
This would be a very awful time right about now if we were like, fuck, where the shit is north?
It says, and category.
And
Democrat
category?
says, the first person to get a speeding ticket going 8 miles.
I had other fun facts.
Mouth.
I
Only
cannot.
their nose.
Groven says, I just got an Arby's gyro and was not disappointed.
Yeah, they're pretty good, actually.
I'm happy for you.
No. Nobody DoorDash, just ice cream.
Fun fact, on the warning label of chainsaws, it says, do not stop with hands or genitals. Think about that for a minute.
That person, Daredevil. And Mama Crack says, cola was green where they added art.
Why would it be green? Cola uses, like, nutmeg and caramel. What part of it is... It's actually an main ingredient in Pepsi. Correct.
The strongest muscle in the human body is the...
Yep. Especially the way people flap them these. Absolute fucking superhuman with them. And the largest organ on the human body is the skin. Don't think about. You are inside an organ the entire time. You're a brain piloting a meat suit skeletal Jaeger.
I mean, you can actually survive without a brain.
Thanks to the size disparities of different animals on the planet, you are essentially a kaiju, guys, of the majority of living. Really?
Well, maybe.
I was gonna
because
say
of insects.
Of insects. Colo's green. Oh,
Versus butterflies.
maybe, but how do my feet smell if they don't have a nose?
Apparently, and I don't know how true this fact is, but it to me that like frogs and toads and stuff that ribbit, they can only hear the wavelength of their own. That's how they don't get by like getting attracted to.
Can't even hear your own cousins, let alone get West Virginia with.
He says a chicken can survive without a head. Yes, as long as they have a brain stem. Most creatures can survive without a head.
At least for several minutes. Kind of disturbing.
There's actually a little girl that's like in now that does not have a brain. Only has a brain. Like the entire cranial cavity.
Ren says a warm Coca-Cola tastes the same as a cold Pepsi. Coca-Cola and Pepsi was made after. I disagree. Neither of them taste the same. They use very different ingredients.
McCrack says British travel.
That's my joke.
World in search of spices. They hate it all.
Actually, it's better to tell the joke the British conquered the world for its spices, only to decide they hate. Because more accurately, they conquered it. At one point. Fun fact, if you were to take your intestines out of your stomach and stretch them all the way across the equator, as far as they could go, as many times as you could, you would die.
McCrack says babies are born without kneecaps.
Yes. Enjoy that fun fact in a little bit here, Mama Croc. We took all of the elephants and put them from tail to trunk, from the surface of the planet out into space. Just tail to trunk, as far as you could, they would suffocate. They're just mad because I'm funny one. Between two.
Guinea pigs are also not wild. It's a man-made creature, and they do not exist in the wild.
Gerbils, however, would surprise you. They are desert-dwelling.
They like to roll. Mama Crack says most Americans don't actually know what the bald eagle sounds like. The sound associated with it is a red-tailed hawk. Yeah, eagles don't do that like like screech thing. They have this like chittering. The boy says the British conquered the world. Still national treasures. Put the in British music.
Yes. Became a practice so widely known that India started to do it. We used to do it, and then everybody went, "Wait a minute. We're actually very honestly stealing all of this stuff." Fun fact, most of the artwork you see in museums is not the originals. They are fakes, and the originals have actually either been stolen and sold off at one point or another.
Or in, like, a vault.
I was going to say, they're in private collections or they're in a vault. Robin says cola was never green. I wouldn't imagine it would be. None of the ingredients of cola are green.
Side note, they should totally make a spearmint top.
Spearmint would be a little abrasive.
The gum?
Then, like, imagine that fizzing in your mouth. And I just picture it not being as...
Mama Crack says, how long does a corpse have to sit for it to go from grave robbing to archaeology?
A very excellent.
And Croven says, I'd try it. Boy says, there's...
I think one of my favorite little gags that popped up not ago was just like, is 4 followers a lot? Well, on Twitter, not really. In an alley? Yeah. Croven says, I have a soda stream, so we can try it. Oh, my. I feel like this is gonna end in disaster.
So good.
Fun fact, camel spiders are neither spiders nor camels.
I mean, I think everybody pretty much knew they weren't.
But they're actually not spiders, and there was this whole thing back when we were younger that camel spiders have a neurotoxin that numbs your body so they can eat through your skin and just eat you slowly.
I don't know who told you that, but I've never heard that.
Like, they can eat you without being detected, and like there was a whole bunch of stories that went around during the canon, and they were just talking about how like they're just munching, can't feel it because they're poison. That's the... Raisins are trash. Old grapes aren't candy.
Croven says a bunch of fake.
Yeah,
I never heard that.
There was a lot of fake news stories that got passed around like wildfire, and unfortunately, like the news picked up on it, like the actual news, and they show these like out of proportion pictures of a guy holding them up, like two of them like holding on, and it makes them look like they're like enormous, size of a head.
I mean, they're pretty big.
They're actually they're smaller than my hand, as it turns out. None of them are any bigger than my palm.
Like, not including eggs. Like,
and they incidentally are creepy as fuck because they have chelicerae. Mandibles. Confused as to what that means. It means they literally have like predator mouths, or like they have the 4 things and they open in different directions to grab and pull their food into their mouth. Jamais vu, it's when something feels new. Huh. Unlike deja vu. Or
we're so...
Sacre bleu, my favorite adage. Alarming surprise. Did we drop in another fun facts? We're having a lot of fun with these little... Nope. Cheryl's done.
Cheryl went to bed.
Yep. Cheryl says it's too late for Toby. There are more hats in Team Fortress 2 than there are real forts in the whole of EU. Wow. Tells you a lot about Team Fortress 2 and their inclusion of hats. Because God forbid they go work on Half-Life 3!
Eh.
I want a Half-Life 3. I want a conclusion.
Friends says dolphins sleep 1/2 of their brain at a time, and with
Dolphins are also incredibly aggressive.
They're pretty rapey.
Yeah, they can be very rapey.
Mama Crack says the best simple insult is calling someone a dork. as dork is another name for a whale's penis.
Amazing! I knew there was something that drew me to that word. I call you a... I love it. I love everything about it.
Provin says, no one knows the etymology of Boulderdash.
Does anyone need to know the etymology of balderdash? I think we all commonly understand. It's like cattywampus. You don't need to know why.
There actually is a place called Kalamazoo.
In fact, but not Kokomo. Rhymed, he
He says, I'll eat that next time I have to fault some.
Fun fact, Christopher Lee, known actor of screen and stage, was actually present at the last live execution by guillotine in France. He physically witnessed it as a teenager. Does anybody know why you handshake? Where the practice?
Other hand, other thing. Left hand. And you did not touch me.
Very true, but before that, as a practice, you actually just didn't touch each other. Gesture. Something. Where did handshakes become incredibly popular and eventually find their way into the common parlance of It was the Wild West, dear children, as you had to remove your hand from your gun in order to greet somebody. Granted, it's not considered the original use or where we developed the nature of the handshake, but it's why most people consider it a right-handed. Kept your gun, even if you were left-handed. The holsters were mounted backwards. You just draw from the...
I mean, most people.
Right, but they didn't build belt buckle and stuff to the left unless you had it cut.
Well, yeah, because that was the devil's hand.
They'd make you a left-handed one, they'd just have to turn the holster around, but they'd still mount it to the right side. Where they were putting them, had to turn it around. So everyone still had to draw from the right side of their body. A fun fact you can see in a lot of Western films. All the guns still seem to be on the right hips in a lot of them. Now, fun fact. I'm the only one who watches what. Groven says the bowler hat is said to have been designed in 1849 by the London hat makers Thomas and William Bowler to fulfill an order placed by the Company of Hatters, James Locke and Company of St. James, which had been commissioned by a customer to design a close-fitting, low-crowned hat to protect gamekeepers from low-hanging branches while on horseback. Interesting. It had nothing to do with bowling. But not surprised, I guess. African penguins are also known as jackass.
Yes.
Thing. In fact, penguin males are actually the ones young. Cradle eggs are laid, and the females are actually the ones. Penguins are also one of the naturally occurring gay couples you find in the wild, as pairs of male penguins who are without mates will sometimes mate together and adopt orphaned eggs.
It actually helps their survive because now they can hatch 100% of the eggs and raise 100% of the young, regardless if the not.
Yep.
Mama Croc says another good insult is there are over 100,000 words in the English language, and none of them can be strung together properly to describe how badly I want to hit you with a chair.
I think the most disturbing thing I ever said in the middle of a stream, out of absolute rage, I quoted by proxy out of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which I found out after the... Because I went into a small rage about something, and I forget what game we were playing, and I'm like, because I'm going to rip his arm off, his ass, so I can reach down his throat, so I can shake his hand. And then we were watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine for like the 18th time, and then it turns out it's a thing Rosa Diaz said.
As much as people like to make the joke, donkeys and asses are not the same thing.
However, burros.
No, burros are donkeys.
Being funny.
Although slightly different, but asses are an African horse like.
Unlike burrows, kind of holes. There are literal crickets out there. You guys can't hear them, but I can. There are genuine. I used to have a lot of little fun. Like Cleopatra lived closer today than she ever did to stores. I don't understand why that one surprises people, to be perfectly honest with you.
Cleopatra was Egyptian.
a lot of pharaohs.
Most people pronounce zebra incorrectly. It's zebra, not zebra.
I mean, you wrote that predicated on the fact that we were going to pronounce it zebra. So I think this is more of a GIF situation.
Proven says 4% of the stolen. World's and moldy.
I feel like the Jordan joke about there's just like the meme of the guy just like staring off, just profusely sweating. Leon trying really hard to be Lord Croven says, you guys keep cutting off. Well, I think it's because we're kind of talking quietly to each other. I was making the comment that you put up the 4% of the world's cheese, making it the most stolen food, and then I just said I just feel like I'm turning into the Jordan Peele meme of him just sweating profusely. Where it just says Leon trying not to make a cut the cheese joke. Fun fact, Sega is not originally a Japanese company. It brought you Sonic and other games like Sonic. The thing was back in the day, and I can't for the life of me picture them because I'm too tired, but Sega was actually founded in Hawaii. Two Hawaiian dudes. And they're originally called Service Games. Hence, when they went to Japan, they took the two words, chopped everything but the first two letters off, and that's why you get the name Sega.
Lamborghini originally tractors.
Good. For those of you who own lawnmowers, it is not pronounced Husqvarna, as a lot of people seem to believe. It is actually pronounced Husqvarna, because it's Swedish, despite everyone's personal beliefs on this.
Yeah, well, just listen to people.
I mean, they pronounce it with a long E.
Ramstein.
And? Got bad news for you. There is an Air Force base that we station soldiers at frequently. Exactly what you tell them.
Then they're wrong.
I mean, I'll put it this way: language is always just this ever-evolving thing, and what everybody says is just what it winds up, and you're just gonna have. It's not zebra because that's what nobody, like next to no one says.
Ooh, so I learned this fun fact. People, especially in like old historical dramas, always use like British English as we know it today, but the original British accent was actually closer to a New Jersey.
I see why they don't do that. No one
I'm just saying it was.
No one would watch period pieces if they had to listen. I forget what newscaster I'm quoting here, but with accents like those, you think they'd be the first to go. Was an actual quote somebody said on the news.
Mama Croc says, apparently the Easter Island heads actually have bodies that are buried. Yep.
They do. I am ashamed to know. I'm mostly just ashamed that it took so long to figure that out. Like, everybody just kind of like got down to the neck and went, surely there's nothing more. Just started taking photos and turned it into a tourist trap.
The sands and stuff in Egypt actually shift around so that if we did not continuously uncover the pyramids and all of the like other ancient structures that are there, they would completely be covered in sand, which is actually how we found them. There was just a so is the Sphinx.
Absolutely.
Mama Croc says, makes you wonder about the Pokemon Diglett.
I don't think you want the answer. Gonna throw that out there right
now. I don't know.
He's the little thumb that's sticking out around. I guess I could literally sitting on a computer and I could just type Diglett. That guy. Looks like a thumb.
Hot dog.
He does kind of. Look. What Diglett looks like underground is a Google search that. Tell you what, you asked for it. We're gonna give it to you. I need to go to my zero. Play capture. And here you go. This is what Diglett looks like underground. There you go. Enjoy. Enjoy going down that Google rabbit hole right there. Or the worst one, immediately to the right. I was hoping would not show, because all I did was exit out and it somehow went back in step there. Rowan says, I was just looking at that pic. I bet you were.
Mama Croc drops an
horrified face. Fun fact, modern Pokemon that they have released in the last several years are very unfun, uncreative, and not Pokemon. Plain, boring, and they should be ashamed of their creation. We made Jingle Keys into a Pokemon. So googly eyes on an ice cream cone. Like,
I still want ice cream.
Probably what. Rowan says not most of them.
Mama Croc says koalas have huge.
I helped follow one. You were there, Mama Croc. Video.
Yep.
Most koalas do not have a good diet. You entirely wrong for them. Be like constantly feeding a horse carrots or constantly feeding like add another pin in it. I guess it's still rabbits. Constantly. so much sugar. Hello there.
They have toast.
Gross. Mama Croc says sloths are more likely to die from falling from heights than being eaten, as sometimes they mistake their own arms as tree limbs while climbing. That's hysterical.
And they smell super gross, so most predators, unless they're super desperate.
Some of them in the family, along with sloths, particular lemurs, in fact, are actually poisonous.
It's not the the animal themselves. They actually like take toxins, rub it on them.
No, there's one that literally has a gland in the armpit. Having trouble remembering what it is, but they genuinely just are poisonous.
Platypi.
They are venomous. Is there anything platypi can't do?
Ren says the clock tower that everyone calls Big Ben is not actually Big Ben. Technically the name of the bell in the clock tower. The tower itself has no name up until 2012, given the name the Elizabeth Tower, named after II.
Yeah, because we can't name enough things after her, can we? How many ships is that now? How many bars? Buses? I'm just saying. Let Benjamin have a fucking go. Anyway. One fun fact on a technical spectrum, there is in fact an AI computer that paints its painting right now. Uses algorithms to determine very certain things, but it resets itself on those algorithms every time it applies certain brush strokes. Meaning it actually stops and rethinks what it's doing to apply the next brush stroke.
Haven't they watched the burn it with fire right now?
It does is paint like,
for now
portraits. All it does is paint portraits.
Eyeball.
Like they ran the program multiple times, and due to the inconsistencies of brushstrokes, paint dripping, things like that, the machine can't like predict. It did not. It wouldn't produce the same painting. It didn't even produce the same features. I think it's
Stab
awesome.
it.
I think it's awesome.
It's robot face.
I can't wait till it's voiced by Alan Tudyk and best friend.
Haven't you?
I have seen iRobot. That's exactly what I'm referring to. Sonny in that movie is played by Alan Tudyk. Another fun fact for you guys. Sonny is in fact a lead. Grove says, I for one welcome our mechanical overlords. Humans have failed. I mean, no time like when the mechanical overlords show up to just pull a Zap Brannigan. And I don't mean the part where you throw wave after wave of your men at them.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
Yep.
It's over, Anakin!
What?
I have the high ground!
Do it again.
I mean, it doubled. Clownfish are always born male and only change to female if the female dies, so the species can continue, making Finding Nemo much more interesting. And I think it spoils the plot of Finding Dory if you haven't seen it.
Alright. I'm done.
Roman says, try to seduce them? Yes. Real velour. Yeah. Well, that's that brand line is just fun. Real velour as he's like massaging the bed. Whatever the hell velour is supposed to be. Yeah. I don't know. They draw it in a very silky.
Silk and velvet are very different.
Yeah, 6 in 1.
Like, you know those tracksuits a lot of people wear that are like fuzzy, velvety? Like, that's velour.
I'm gonna go with no, because I know absolutely no one in the Russian mob.
It's velvety. It's a really soft velvety.
Okay. I have to take your word on it as the expert of velour in this instance.
I did used to work clothing retail.
A fact you'll never forget because the scars are just too deep. So many changing rooms.
Oh no, I
They're
didn't clean
everywhere.
those. I was the boss.
I didn't say clean. Just surrounding. Closing in.
That's enough.
No, I thought I had like 1 or 2.
No.
No. That's going to do it for us today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I think a lot of the just chatting actually kind of worked out really nicely. I think it could make. We were having a lot of fun with that, I think. But we're going to go on a raid, and we're going to pass on these viewers to expose themselves to somebody else. Yep. Okay, I'm mad because I did not spell her. Popped up. Groven saying good night. Everybody dropping good nights. Love it. Appreciate it. If you want to stick around for the raid to at least say hello to whoever we actually fall upon, I would appreciate it. Just to drop emotes, tell them who sent you, all that good stuff. Obviously, there's no obligation to stick around. It's exposure if you're watching streams and stuff. They're good people. So, since I brought her up, we're going to go raid Killa K TV. So you all can see what happens if you type in chat command Leon advice. Chat command, so exclamation point, Leon advice, all lowercase, no spaces. It only takes one of you to do it to get the joke. Okay? Somebody do it for me. I'd appreciate it. So let's go on a raid. Let's do it. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Get out!
We're figuring out what we're going to stream next time. Really appreciate your time. Love you guys. Have a good night. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. Tschüss. Adios. Fuck off.